Okay, so real quick, just to speak on mind control, okay? Um, the one thing I just want to hit on today is just judgment and why it's considered to be bad or whatever, okay? Um, everybody judges, okay? It's something that's natural. You do it without even thinking about it, without second guessing it. I mean, it just comes. Like, it's just something that comes to you. The fact that it's been portrayed to be something bad is just absolutely outlandish, okay? Because in everyday life, even starting out as a kid, you are being told to judge. Actually, you're being told to judge, okay? Even as a kid, as you get older, and like most of us, you got these bad friends that you hang with, or they're considered to be the bad, type of crowd, blah, blah, blah. And you have your parents saying, or your grandparents, whoever raised you, you got them saying, choose your friends wisely. Use better judgment. When you do something, use better judgment when you did that. The word in itself, there it is right there. And it's just something that's naturally done. We as people, we have to judge, okay? You have to judge. That's how you judge someone's character. That's how you judge on whether or not you want to deal with somebody, whether it's just a friend, whether it's just somebody that you're going to associate with, or someone that you plan to spend some time with, whether it's just your boyfriend for the moment or it grows into marriage. You have to judge something every day. Otherwise, how are you going to pick the right car? How are you going to pick the right house? How are you going to pick the right location? How do you know where do you want to go in the world and things like that? It's because you're using your judgment. But speaking on the world thing, it's still a mind control thing, because a lot of people limit themselves to where they want to go because of the blanket of propaganda that's been put on everything to make it seem like these other things are so bad. Hence, a lot of people's religious beliefs. You're up here assuming that what you have is correct. You're following behind something that doesn't even make sense. It doesn't make sense to you, which is why you get angry, why you get upset. It's because it's a mind control thing. And now you have an internal conflict going on with yourself, because it could just be something that's simple like, oh, I don't judge. And then you got people who say, oh, I don't judge anybody. I just do this, that, and the third. You're lying. You're lying. Because even if someone comes up to you and they just say, they shake your hand, you are judging them just by you're looking at what they're wearing. You're going to make your facial expression or have that internal feelings, and have those internal feelings that start evolving or whatever, because you are taking notice of certain things about that person without even knowing them. And that's just what life is going to be, period. You're not going to physically, mentally connect with everybody to get to know them, to stop yourself from judging them. But even when you do know people, you judge them. Hence why you lose friends along the way as you become conscious or whatever. You lose people along the way because it's put into these people's mind. Even though there are nearly 5,000 religions worldwide, you just cannot tell certain people that what they follow is not the correct one. So therefore, they feel like they're a part of the elite, and you are something bad. You're something negative just because you don't believe in what they believe in. And they don't even get that that is mind control. You have been conditioned to get angry like that because you are waiting on something to happen that hasn't been happening for you, and you just completely disagree with someone else taking away that hope from you. So therefore, you're judging again. Like, you just found another avenue to judge. And we have to judge, it's a have to. So how can you actually believe in things that just make absolutely no sense? Like, absolutely no sense. Just like this morning, I made my post about never accept a prayer from a person who is actually able to help you. That makes no sense. And that makes perfect sense that it makes no sense to accept a prayer from somebody who can physically help you. That makes no sense. That makes no sense. I'm in a bind right now, and I go and I'm speaking to somebody who could help me out with whatever this bind is. They know that they can help, and you're going to say, oh, I'm praying for you. fuck are we waiting on? I mean, we don't have to wait here right now because you got it. And even though I may not have it, how can you even feel good about yourself or your beliefs or your belief system if you don't even want to help when you can? You know, when you can. Or if you were that strong in your belief that blessings will follow you, then you would do it anyway. It wouldn't even be a second thought in your mind. It would just be something that you could do. Point is, this mind control thing is very real. A lot of people do not want to address that, but just with this judgment thing, put that judgment shit to the side. There's a difference between just completely judging somebody on some foolishness and assuming certain things like everyone is going to do. Everyone is going to have assumptions. That's something that's also natural. You know, just listen and digest it and take it for what it is. See it for what it is. Okay, this judgment thing is really not all that bad. You have some people, and all of us do it. We use judgment in the wrong forms because it's easily parallel to assumptions. Okay, but either way it goes, that's just everyday life. It's something that you're gonna have to do, and you don't have to conflict with yourself or combat with yourself internally just because that's something that you're not supposed to do. Seemingly is what you're not supposed to do. The whole reason why you reject it and why you still do it anyway is because it's something that's natural, and yet somebody trying to control you put a whole systematic book in front of you and told you that this is what is supposed to be done in order for you to reach salvation and do all this other stuff, or however it was taught to you. Regardless, you know, it was something that was put on you, and it's not natural, and that's because it was put there to control you. Okay, rules are put in place for order. Order is control. Who needs to be controlled? You, myself, and the rest of us out here. Start taking things for what they are and see it for what it really is, and stop making excuses for it. You sound dumb.